07 StarCitizens X-Wings X speaking today with a ship review on the MSR from Crusader Industries, the Mercury Star Runner. The Mercury Star Runner is a ship that is rather long in the game. With patch 3.11.1, it was considered flight ready and shows us a career from Crusader Industries. It has a slight asymmetric form, which is quite interesting to look at. It has the common design of a Crusader industrial ship with the significant marked back ramp that we got here. And as usual with Crusader, it opens rather fast, which I always very much appreciate. When we go inside, we have the cargo hold that holds 114 SCU of cargo, and it has all the fancy light switches, which we're not going to use here, but on other places later on. The engineering room that we got, engineering gameplay is not yet implemented, but it will be a thing at some point in the future. The interesting part of the MSR Mercury Star Runner is that we have a small little elevator that gets up here from the cargo hold into the main server room, with as well a stair. This is always too good to have as a backup, as sometimes elevator are overtaken by server gremlins. You can open the doors manually or automatically. We have here the light bulbs, the light switches to turn on the lights in the ship, which I think is a rather useless feature, but it's a nice feature. Here we have a scanning room, currently such as a support seat, currently no use, but in future gameplay where scanning and data trading will be important, because in future this ship will have a unscannable cargo, and this scanning will be fully implemented, and then we can go out scans. The question is whether it's jump points or poise, we don't know yet. So that's as well the big thing about this ship as it current state. So many people say it's not a much of use. There are better ships for the same price. Is it the in-game price or the pledge store price? The in-game price currently is 4.9 million and the pledge price is $260. So for 4.9 million you get almost a Crusader Industry C2, which has a very much bigger cargo space. It is 596. I have another review on that ship where you can see the full thing and why you actually need one. So right now the question whether this MSR is really the one you need to go for, it's questionable. As always, I usually go for design over usefulness, because a good looking ship is a good looking ship. So we have a recreational area where we can play chess, and it is actually playable. Well, if you don't stand on top of it, then you can place and move those little figurines the way you want. Usually don't start with a tower. We move the farmers out and you can place them. Your move. So there is more to go for in here, and yeah, let's play a round of chess. Moving forward to the bridge, accessible here, the habitation area. We have crew quarters in here in a usual slick manner. Well, if the light is on, you don't need to turn it off. I gotta sing with these light buttons. Okay, I get it. We have 4 beds and 3 beds and the compartments to store armor in the future. So this means this ship is a maximum crewed with 3 people, because it has actually 2 turrets, 2 remote turrets that can be used, and the pilot seat. So we have all in all 6 Panthers that we can use as a standard, 2 on the remote turrets and 1 are pilot steered. Okay, so as usual with Crusaders, so many bulkheads to move through. That's for me one of the downsides on it. The many bulkheads you have to pass. Yeah, light switch. Yes, I love them. Yeah. Click, click, click. Come on. No, that was G. That wasn't F. Man. Yeah, light is on already. What do you want? We have weapon racks here. I just like the laws about myself. Some things I'm doing when I'm trying out things. A lot of other stuff to good. The common way to enter the pilot seat with this fancy little elevator that puts you in front of the steering. The usual, well accessible and super slick HUD and the UI we're having on the MSR. The signature thrusters on the end. Typically Crusader Industries, they look all the same by all of them. You see that manned turret on top. I know it's a remote turret on the top. We have a remote turret on the bottom and the front turret that is, it's actually a nose turret, so it's a very nice thing to have on this ship because sometimes in the flying it's slightly over pulling. So that's it's interesting. The C2 is easier to fly than that ship, from my opinion at least. You see this asymmetric design that it has, which is always, I'm not sure whether I like it. I like this ship. At the same time, it's like there is something on it. So there is this slight little tension that I'm having with this ship. So it's between this awe and so I don't know really what it is about, but it's definitely worth having a try. And I really like and appreciate to fly around this month with this ship. But yes, currently I don't have it in my fleet because I have other ships that I would use the same for, and in the end I'm going for very dedicated ship for one thing. So I have a Terrapin for this future scanning that will come, and I have a really good cargo ship with the C2 to do that, and for the bigger ones I have the Hull D when it's then coming in to use for. So I'm trying to buy ships that are dedicated to one role, and of course my main role still is and will be the medical gameplay. Let's take off and leave Area 18 and see how this ship looks in space. In the quantum travel, it's a nice ship. It's compact. It's flying dual. It has a lot of beauty and design in it. Yeah, as I said, there is something on this ship that I really like, and it's definitely a useful ship for a couple of things in the future, because right now for the price it's very expensive when it comes to what it has right now. But you can have data storage in the future, scanning, and you have a unscannable cargo in future gameplay with that ship. So if you don't want to use it now, there will be definitely use for that ship in near future actually, because as we heard on the CitizenCon, the scanning as well, the aim is to implement it within the next 12 months, which means from the CitizenCon. So somewhere in 2024, it might be. So who knows? These are the aims, and we all know we aim and sometimes we hit the bullseye and sometimes not. So let's be patient and look what's coming. Moving around with the ship in space, as I said, it has a slight tendency to overpull. I would not consider it a combat ship to fight with. Well, you can defend yourself, you can do all the stuff, but it's not maneuverable. So yeah, you can try to fight off people, especially when you have it fully manned, and you can well defend the cargo you're carrying, the smuggling you're doing, or the data that you move around in the future. But for straight going for combat, I wouldn't recommend it. So for now, a nice little courier to fly and play around, and to enjoy the slickness and the neatness and the beauty of Crusader industry design. What we have, due to the length that this ship is in game, we have a lot of different skins you can actually put on it, and that's, if you like, very interesting. We have a couple of very special ones, like the Equinox skin, which is a very interesting looking orange that I haven't seen so far out in the game yet. So whether you like that, I don't know, but maybe that's something for you. Go have a look and try it out. So this ship, on the long run, this will be a very useful ship. On the short run, like right now, there might be for the price better options to choose than the MSR, the Mercury Star Runner. It is a fun ship to fly. It has definitely a very own personality that you might like to get to know and to figure out whether you really like that. So try it out. It's definitely worth doing. And the future will come. And with 323, it's very near future. So enjoy your time and thank you for watching. If this was helpful, please like, subscribe and share. 07 Citizen.